Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now in today's video, we are going to be going over Champion Finance. What is it? How you can potentially benefit from it and all that good stuff. But before we get into it, if you could please hit the like button, subscribe down below if you want to, and turn the notifications on so you don't miss a future video. Make sure to go ahead and follow me over on Twitter at JPKDefi so you don't miss a future tweet about what I'm doing in crypto and DeFi before it gets to YouTube. And take a look in the description to a link to the premium Discord server. We had some issues with the page, but now that has all been fixed and the new benefits have been added to it. So check it out if that's something you're interested in. There's also a link to a free server down there. Also, before we get into it, I am not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and further research on these projects, and never invest money that you can't afford to lose. That is super, super important because DeFi and crypto is the riskiest stuff in the world. With that being said, let's jump straight into the video. So Champion Finance, if you didn't know, go and watch my first video on it. I did cover it initially a few weeks ago now, maybe a month or two ago. So BTC, ETH, USDC, algo stable yield farming, innovative ETF detonator, and balancer style deck. So what they've done is they have taken pretty much all of the best and pretty much powerful as well as successful forks and products in Tomb Forks and passive income protocols, and they've launched it in the Champion Finance Tomb Fork / Algo stable protocol. And you can see they've got a bunch of different tokens here: the Cham, BVIC, EVIC, UVIC, Cham, WAVAX, BVIC to Bitcoin, EVIC to ETH, and UVIC to USDC. Sorry, in terms of their tokens. However, don't worry, we're going to go over all of these now. BVIC is currently on peg, EVIC is on peg, and this is also on peg. So there's a few tokens currently on peg and providing passive income, and they've just gone ahead and launched their trophy room, which we're going to go over in today's video. And they also just recently pretty much added in these new tokens here, the Cham, BVIC, and EVIC tokens. Let's go over to the Champion Finance home team, okay, and we're going to go over their tokens. So welcome to Champion Finance, BTC, ETH, USDC, algo stable yield farming, innovative ETF, detonator, and balancer style decks on the AVAX network. The protocol's underlying mechanisms dynamically adjust the VIC supply, keeping its price stable relative to the price of its pegged token. Champion Finance is a multi-token protocol which consists of the following tokens. So you've got Victory, which is VIC, and which is UVIC, okay, which is pegged to USDC. EVIC is pegged to ETH, and BVIC pegged to Bitcoin. Now, the reason it says W here in front of all of these is because this is on the AVAX network, and when you're on AVAX, it's pretty much W and then the asset. So it's W ETH wrapped, so which stands for wrapped, okay? So it's wrapped ETH and wrapped Bitcoin on the AVAX network, and then you've also got the Champion token. So what makes VIC different from other algo stablecoins? So why is it pegged to USDC? In recent days, cryptocurrency hit a massive downtrend. Big volatility, only stablecoins are the exceptions. Disclaimer, DeFi is risky, blah, blah, blah. You guys can read over why it's good to be pegged to the US dollar, which we know that. Okay, so let's go over the different tokens that they've just gone ahead and launched. So the VIC token, EVIC token address, and there's the link. They've got UVIC token and the BVIC token. So AVIC token is the first main token of this protocol, is designed to be pegged to 1 USD and EVIC token. Second main token of this protocol is designed to be pegged to 1 ETH and BVIC token. Third main token of this protocol is designed to be pegged to Bitcoin. Their prices decide the expansion or contraction of the boardroom. Farm and Node are currently use cases for VIC. On the project roadmap, the team is going to build further incentive use case for VIC, such as DEX, lending and borrowing with VIC buyback and burn mechanism, which is good because it creates this deflationary model and gets tokens off the open market. The protocol's algorithm aims to maintain UVIC price stable to 1 USDC and EVIC price stable to 1 ETH and BVIC price stable to 1 Bitcoin in the long run. No maximum total supply for VIC tokens. And here's the Champion token they also just launched. Here's the token address. Champion is one of the ways to measure the value of the protocol and shareholder trust in its ability to maintain VIC close to peg. During epoch expansions, the protocol mints VIC and distributes it proportionally to all champ holders who have staked their tokens in the boardroom. So Champion is pretty much their reward token for staking in the boardroom, okay? And here is the ETF. So ETF is not a tradable token. It has its own burn and mint mechanism. Cham ETF is the rewards you get when you receive your funds or when you stake your funds into the trophy room. Cham ETF is a group of hard assets, high market cap cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, ETH, USDC, AVAX, and Cham in a certain proportion. Pre-minted for the liquidity is 1 ETF and no maximum supply. So mint Cham ETF uses bond hard assets to mint ETF multi-assets. You can actually go ahead and mint this ETF on the website, which again, something such as I think it was Dex Finance done something similar to that for their ETF and IRA, which they've gone ahead and taken that success and applied it in their own product, right, in their own project. So you can actually go ahead and mint this ETF, and you can see the asset allocation. So if you go over here, you can actually go ahead and see the ETF on here, and you can go and click on this. You can connect your wallet up and go ahead and mint this. So they have just gone ahead and launched the trophy room, which we're going to go over. So the Cham ETF token, again, these are essentially what there is. So this is the EVIC trophy room. So epoch duration is 6 hours. EVIC treasury phase is defined as below. The distribution of the EVIC during expansion is 100% of EVIC goes to the EVIC pool. EVIC expansion phase, epoch expansion cap based on EVIC current circulating supply, TWAP value, and TWAP ratio. And this is how it all breaks down in terms of the distribution. Here are the rewards: stake funds to earn Cham ETF and AOEA plus Cham EVIC. You can stake these funds here to go ahead and earn those. And every epoch is 6 hours. Is a 5-day lock time for stake funds. So you can't just go in, get your day rewards, and then come out. There's a 5-day locking period. So essentially, they have bought out some ETFs, and they've bought out a couple of other tokens which are pegged to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then, of course, their main one, which is pegged to the price of USDC. And then they also have their reward token, which they pay in from the boardroom. So in the pool, then, if you go to the trophy room, you can see here, you can go ahead and stake your champ tokens, which are essentially the reward token here that you earn from the boardroom, from the farms, from the vaults, that kind of thing. And then you can go ahead in the boardroom, in the trophy room, and you can start to stake your champion tokens, and you can, stake them for a 0.49% per day, which you get in the ETF. And you also get the AOEA token, which you get 0.12% per day. So you're getting about 0.61% per day. Sorry, right now. You can see they're currently over peg, and there's been about 9 epochs so far. So again, you can either go ahead and buy the Cham stake. And again, I'm not suggesting you go and do this. I'm not recommending you go into this project or even, put money in here. I'm just showing you what's out there right now. If you haven't watched my previous video that I launched on Saturday on how you can retire and level up DeFi completely full time, I'd recommend checking that out before you watch any of the videos on these protocols. But yeah, so you can see earn Cham ETF and AOA with Cham. So again, you stake this, and then you earn the ETF, and you earn their new token AOEA. Okay, and that's one pool there. They also have the ETF pool where you can go ahead and stake those ETFs that you earn from that initial pool there. Okay, and then you earn more ETF and more AOEA there, which you're going to get 0.23% per day in this one. And this one hasn't gone ahead and launched yet. I'm not sure if you actually do earn Cham ETF in here. I think you just earn this AOEA token when you go ahead and stake the Cham ETF. So if you've got some ETFs laying around, this is the pool to put it in, potentially. And you've also got the EVIC to ETH LP. So again, you're a bit more protected here because I say protected, where you have two sides of it. Okay, one side is you go 50-50 when you provide liquidity. So one side of it, and 50% of your initial, let's say you put $1,000 in, just for easy math's sake, $500 of that goes in EVIC, $500 of that goes in Ethereum, and they merge together for this LP token. So you deposit that in here, and then you earn 0.72% per day in the ETF token, and you earn 0.18% per day in the AOEA token. And they also have the same thing for Cham to AOEA token here, LP again, and you can earn 0.45% and 0.28% in both of these pools. So again, you get rewards on both sides of this. So you're making somewhere in the region of 0.7%, right? Something like that, a bit more. And they also have this pool here, which is AVAX to ETH, okay? And you're going to earn 0.23% in Cham ETF and 0.15% in AOEA. So they've kind of built this big ecosystem, okay? So if you go into, let's say, the boardroom, you're going to then earn the Cham token, the champion token, which you can then go ahead and put in this trophy room here, because before there's no really way you could earn on it other than, the boardroom and reinvesting it back there. But now you have an additional pool to build it in and earn the ETF, which is pretty awesome. Which again, the ETF consists of, essentially, if you don't know how an ETF works, it's basically you're investing in one thing, which is the ETF, and the ETF holds a group of assets. So you're essentially investing in one token instead of investing in them all individually. You're investing in one thing, and then that thing then owns a large amount, or whatever it is, an amount of tokens in there, or in stocks. For example, if you invest in the S&P 500, you're buying the S&P 500, the VUSA or the VOO, or whatever it is, okay, with the S&P 500 tickers, and then that owns the top 500 companies. So by buying the S&P 500, you're then owning indirectly 500 of the top biggest companies in the US. Similar thing here. It doesn't matter what ETF it is. It's pretty much they work on the same thing. If they are actually an ETF, you're buying into one thing, and then you indirectly own, these other assets that ETF holds. Okay, so it's a pretty cool sort of system here. You can go ahead and stake these champs. You can earn these ETFs. Then you can go to the trophy room in this one, and then stake those ETFs to earn more AOEA. And then you can come in here and provide liquidity, and you can go ahead and do that and then earn more. So it's like this big ecosystem where you can, of course, definitely take profits, definitely sell an amount per day. Obviously, you have to take your profits out of projects like this, but sell, recompound, and just build this as an ecosystem. That's one way to do it. Now, on top of Champion Finance's trophy room that they've just introduced, they are also launching their medal pool in the next few weeks, which is inspired by EMP Money's detonator, and they are taking that and implementing it into Champion through their own method. So how does it work? Well, the medal pool is an LP node type. The aim of the LP node is to create strong incentives for long-term holders of the VIC token with high yield pools. Inspired by the EMP Money of what they have done with the detonator reactor DAS products, we are building our own medal pool products. Medal pools require users to lock UVIC to USDC.LP, EVIC to ETH LP, BVIC to WBTC LP, CHAM, and AVAX LP to create each medal and earn LP ETF AOEA rewards. This will reward long-term holders with a high yield. A portion of the token and LP supply is locked, helping to sustain the protocol in the long term. Medal pool in the daily ROI contract using Champion Finance LP tokens to deliver a sustainable return on investment through a series of incentives, tax, and compounding. The contract gives all the participants a fairly equal opportunity to earn daily. When purchase medal, user will receive an MP receipt token. Users will lock their CF LP to enter a distribution phase of up to 365% of all deposits and compounds over the lifetime of the contract. This works through a tax distribution system that will be outlined below. There's a couple of spelling mistakes here. I don't think English is their first language, so keep that in mind. But every deposit, 90% goes to the pool balance, 10% of deposit will be allocated to the following: 2% go to the referral, 2% to the deposit, 6% of the deposit will go towards existing users as instant rewards. It's distributing among overall ownership of the pool. For each CFLP token that is deposited, the user will earn a share of the total pool. Your share of the pool can be calculated by the total amount deposited divided by the overall pool amount. Daily rewards of 3% of the total pool balance will be distributed to the existing user proportional to their share of the pool. So there you go. So depending on how much you get or how much you put in, that will essentially, depending on your proportion of how much of the percentage you own, that will tell you how much you're going to receive in daily income based on that 6% of the deposits. Users can manually claim or compound rewards at a certain time every day. Remaining rewards will be auto-compounded. Okay, users can earn a share of 365% and earn. Each medal will have a minimum number of LP requirements, and the number of medal is integer. So this is essentially how it works and how it breaks down, which you can read over on their document, which is on their website, and just click on docs and it will take you to here. Come over to the platform, okay, and then medal pool is right here. All right, so what are the differences between the differences of Champion medal pools? When purchased medal, user will receive MP receipt token. MP receipt can be sold and bought on the rebates function for medal. In case of emergency need, user can sell the MP with a discount to receive back the LP, which is pretty cool that you can actually withdraw. Of course, there's going to be a fee to do that, but it is cool you have that option in case need be. But MP receipt token back into the trophy room to earn CHAM ETF and AOEA rewards booster pools, which we did go ahead and cover earlier on in the video. Every day at a certain time, rewards from medal pool will be auto compounded. So they are launching their medal pool, which again is going to be a sort of fork or implementation of EMP Money in their own way with their own tokens, which can be pretty cool to see that they are implementing these new different projects such as the trophy room and medal pool to go ahead and allow the tokens to sustain and keep the peg, keep their token on peg for a lot longer and to sustain it long term. So that's what they're trying to do here. So pretty cool. I think they're launching this in about a couple of weeks. So yeah, there you go. So pretty cool thing here. Now the biggest thing is, can they keep peg? That's the biggest thing. So yes, they are on peg at the minute. As you can see here, these tokens here are on peg, the new tokens that they added. However, this is a bear market, okay? And remember, these things are super risky. This is a super risky project. Don't get it twisted. This is not safe, but it's a cool mechanism they've introduced with the trophy room, they've got these different farms that they've added, which give you passive income on the side, and it builds up this big sort of ecosystem for you with earning in this project, compounding in that one, taking the profits out of that one, selling, maybe compounding on one of them, etc. So there's a lot of things you can do there. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the video. If you have enjoyed, make sure you smash a like, subscribe down below if you want to, and turn the notifications on. Make sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Champion Finance. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.